What is Trevor set up to doing in New York City? Why is he there?
Well, Trevor's been sent down from Mount Olympus, where there's been a trial, and Cupid, the god of love, has been put up on trial and has been found guilty of treating love shabby, if you will, and so he's sent down to Earth and to New York City in particular to try to find the true meaning of love, and he needs to match up 100 couples before he's allowed back home. And so he's sort of starting at a very basic level. He doesn't have his powers, and he sort of has to learn what love is. And in the process, he gets put in the care of this psychologist, Claire McRae, who has a very different idea of what it takes to form good relationships, and so therein lies the conflict.
Well, it's hard to be a shrink or a psychologist, and then because you're the god of love in a way, right? A mythological product of your character.
Yeah, my character. Yeah, and well, that's another thing is that Claire's trying to convince me that I am in fact not the god of love, that I am a person who needs help, and I am maintaining, of course, that I am the god of love, and let's just try to get past all that, and you know, I always tell her, look, let's just get past, just accept that I'm the god of love, and let's talk about love, and let's try to see if we can come to a common understanding, and I think that's where the fun of the show is going to lie.
With all the pilots that are out there every year for the different networks, why do you think Cupid got the chance to be part of ABC in a way, of all the international networks?
I think, as you know, the show's being remade. It was made 10 years ago. It was a different climate then. I think now people are concerned with real issues, real problems, and I think they're looking for good entertainment to sort of take them away from their everyday, day-to-day problems. I think it's obvious in the box office what we're seeing is being very popular in the movies right now, fun movies, comedies, action movies. And I think the show right now, I like the message of the show, you know. I think it's a good message for now that, you know, there might be a lot of problems in the world, but sometimes the person that's right in front of you, you know, might be the answer to your problems, might be the answer to finding a way to make that connection, and I think it's a real fun show.
How do you balance the comedic aspects of the show and then the darker, more dramatic moments?
Well, I think there are many comedic elements in the show. It's one of the things that attracted me to the show. I haven't gotten many opportunities to do that, and I think that for the most part that there's a lot of levity in the show, and I think that the serious bits that come through are usually between Trevor and Claire, and that, of course, is the real meat of the story. It's the real relationship in the story that we're going to be following, hopefully for a long time. And I think that while the two of them are the source for a lot of laughs for the other one, I think that there's a real, true, deep relationship being formed there. And so that's a lot of fun to play. And you know, it's like any real relationship that you make with somebody. You know, it has its ups and its downs, and it has its serious moments. And I think that the balance between the two, particularly in the Trevor-Claire relationship, are written very well, and they're very easy to do because I'm working with a great actress.
And love is a universal concept. Would you say that that makes the show universal? It can play anywhere.
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody at some point in their life has been stricken by the bug, and so I think there's a little something for everybody on the show.
What about Trevor works at a bartender, a friend's bar? That's a perfect environment to bring people together, right?
I think so. Yeah. Not only does he work in a bar, but he works in a bar on the Lower East Side in New York City. So yeah, I think he comes to work every day like this, you know, and you know, knowing that there's the potential, the enormous potential that can walk into those doors every night is pretty big.
But then your character needs to know, it's like a Match.com in a way. Mm-hmm. But
he's a human Match.com. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's always, you know, one of the things to remember in the story is that Trevor needs to make 100 matches before he's allowed to go home, and he desperately wants to go home. I mean, there's nothing, New York City might be a great place, it definitely is a great place, the capital of the world, but he's from Mount Olympus. That's even better. If there can be a better place than New York, he's from there, so he really wants to get back. So yeah, I think that I think Trevor's always looking for opportunity to match so that he can ultimately get home.